Good morning. Bill Kim here, pastor of the Presbyterian and Congregational Churches in Clarion, Iowa. And we've been doing these little blurbs for a while, some sermon summaries. And then, of course, we stepped it up some during the time where we can't worship together at church. So we're trying to stay in touch with each other, trying to encourage each other. And this is actually take two. We did this yesterday, and then somehow there was a laugh track on the background, which wasn't terrible, but it wasn't quite appropriate with what we had to say. So we're going to try not to have the laugh track on today and try this devotion thought again, and we'll repost it. Not trying to be confusing, but trying to get our message across as clearly as we can. So here's some thoughts that I wanted to share, and actually these thoughts come from a couple sentences I scribbled down probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Let me share with you what I have seen this past week. Yesterday, I saw Granny's Iowa Girl give away milk and bread to people who could use it. Yesterday, I saw teachers handing out lunches that were made by school kitchen staff to students who were hungry and who could use it. This week, I've seen churches helping folks who are struggling with things like a Casey's gas card or a Brothers Market gift card to the local grocery store. I heard that our local food pantry here in Clarion served 138 people last week. The food pantry operated by the Lutheran Church and supported by our community. I heard the other day from Hagee Manufacturing called me looking for a way to connect with the food pantry because they wanted to help the food pantry. I heard again about the Rotary Club, our local Clarion Rotary Club, applying for a grant to support the food pantry. First State Bank is going to support the food pantry. And I know there's many others. I'm not trying to leave people out. I'm just telling you what I have heard and what I have seen this past week. Here's what I think. I think that's the best of us, right? During this time of crises, that's the response we should give. A few weeks ago, when the effects of the pandemic were just beginning to be felt, I saw on the news a reporter interviewing a restaurant owner. The woman being interviewed was the owner of the Lady Bird Diner in Lawrence, Kansas. That sounds like America, doesn't it? Lady Bird Diner in Lawrence, Kansas. The Lady Bird Diner was offering a free sandwich lunch to anyone in need. The owner said, "I will do what I can as long as I can." The Lady Bird Diner has done this, and they've done more. The Lady Bird Diner offers still a free lunch, and now, supported by a generous community, they also offer a free box of groceries to families in need. Their website says this: "Our mission is to lessen the increasing burden many of our neighbors face and to provide nourishment for anyone in need." This could be our mission, right? Our mission. This is our mission. Whether you're talking about the physical needs or the spiritual needs, that sentence is awesome. To lessen the increasing burden many of our neighbors face and to provide nourishment for anyone in need. When Jesus was asked about the greatest commandment, we know how he replied, right? Well-known verses. He said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus went on to say, all the law and prophets hang on these two commandments. Those commandments are inseparable. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And the second is like it. Some would even say, you could translate that to say, the second is the same. Love your neighbor as yourself. And Jesus says, all the law and prophets hang on those two commandments. For the vast majority of people, when we treat others better, we feel better. That's no accident. I believe that's how we were created. When we love God and we love our neighbor, we feel more at peace with ourselves and with the world. When we love God and we love our neighbor, we are closer to reaching our full potential as human beings. Someday, I'm going to go to the Lady Bird Diner in Lawrence, Kansas. I will do what I can as long as I can. And that is our mission. Amen. Thank you.